were you having those phone calls with? Like, how's your relationship with Joe Gorga right now? Because I know that there was definitely some tension with you guys.
So my tension wasn't with Joe Gorga. Like, yeah, okay. So I understand.
Let your hair down. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, take the earrings out. Let it fly.
It's too heavy. It's hurting me. I put my extensions back in. After Yellowstone, I wanted to look like a girl again. Yeah. Okay, so the whole thing with Joe Gorga was, I can handle I can handle him. And I know where he's coming from. And I'm at a different place in my life. Like, I don't get combative with people. Like, he kind of, it wasn't all wrong. He doesn't have a good delivery. Yeah. A lot of people don't. I know I can talk to anybody. I could talk to somebody who talks like that, and I could talk to a politician. I mean, there's nothing that I mean, you have to take it from where it comes, right? So we were going back bantering. What pissed me off the most was my friends talking behind my back before I got there. So that's what made me mad, because that's not what you do. You don't talk about, okay, I'm going to talk like Soprano now. You don't talk about our business in mixed company. Sorry about that, but it had to come out.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking love it. But at the same time, you guys are on the show, right? So in some capacity, people are going to be talking about you behind your back that are on the show, right?
Right. But I'm only speaking for Jersey. It is really authentic. It is not scripted. Nobody's trying to look better than they are or less than they are or try to make. There's no airs put on with us. I don't care if we're filming or not. You were talking behind my back at a party with other people, and you don't do that. Mm-hmm. I don't care.
And personal too, right? Like, your relationship.
Yeah, your friends are taking bets on if you're like, what's going on in your relationship.
Yeah, I wanted to smash everybody's face. Like, I was so mad. But so the thing with that is, and again, you want to do that when you guys are in a house behind closed doors with non-mixed company. Here's the thing. You don't know who's listening. You don't know who those people are around you, drinking their drink, listening. My friends' conversations on and off camera are always the people it's worth eavesdropping to, because it's like not even human, some of this stuff we talk about.
Let me tell you, if I was standing around, I'd probably be like, what are they talking about over there?
I'd be listening to your friends' conversations. So, like we're worth listening to, as you see from the party in the beginning.
Yeah.
From Jackie's party.
Yep.
How did you find out what was said? Somebody overheard it.
Right.
So now they're talking about my relationship with David, and I don't want to getting back to him through other people. He's delivered a lot of babies. A lot of people love David. You don't know him or get to know him that well. Not everybody works great on camera. He's getting used to it. But don't let it get back to David that my friends are talking behind my back and his.
Yeah.
No, he don't care. I'm more principled than him. Like, he don't give a shit. Like, he's like, yeah, what else? I don't want him to be mad at my friends. I never want to drag a guy into my issues.
Yeah.
But it was more of a principle thing with me.
Yeah, so. I definitely understand that. And do you think you're getting kind of tired of having the same conversation with your friends too? Like, I just feel like for the last couple seasons now, it's been very much like, why isn't David committing? And should like, everyone loves you with Frank. So it's just a weird, like, is it kind of like, I'm kind of wish we weren't talking about this anymore?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They're like, instead of just sitting down and trying to understand it and seeing it from my place, I know what I'm doing. I've gotten very far in life on my own. I have my ex-husband. I have my boyfriend. If you come to my house on a holiday, you'll see a lot of people I dated. They come back. I know what I'm doing. Trust me.
I love hearing your dad laugh at what you're saying. It's cracking me up.
It's a great soundtrack. It's
like every time you hit a good point, I just hear your dad being like, yep, those ex-boyfriends are crawling back.
They're all there. I mean, they all call me Pop, and
I know what I'm doing.
Welcome.
I love it.
I know what I'm doing in my life. So don't worry about it, guys. I got this. You're all married. Seems like a little bit more dependent on your husbands than I'd like to be. I lived a different life. I've been divorced since I'm 28 years old. I don't even know if either one of you are even that age.
Yeah. No.
So just think about 28 years old, you're divorced with 2 little kids. I had to learn to be alone. I don't really want to give that up. And to be in a relationship on another level from me, there was some things I'd have to compromise. So, I'm starting to feel like it's not so bad, such a bad deal. They can't understand that I wasn't crushed because I didn't get engaged. Girl, are you kidding me? I just took a different road. That's all I did. I wasn't crushed. No man is going to crush me. Nobody's going to upset me that much. Trust me on that. And I'm good. So I didn't get engaged. A week later, I have this talk with him. I go get an apartment in the city. I'm out 5 nights a week. And I'm doing okay. And I still have my boyfriend who I love. David's a great guy. I love my house. We built this house. I'm here because I'm redoing my house.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good. It's okay.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel like your relationship and the way that you handle things is so different than how a lot of people would, even the other women on the show. You don't see a lot of times someone getting along with their ex-husband the way that you and Frank do. I mean, Frank was talking about how you guys are soulmates, and you said, soulmate could be anybody, but the way that you guys are so close, I saw all that. The way you guys are so close, some people can't do that. Some people can't be okay with their exes, so it's so crazy to them. But I also think it's refreshing to see on your part.
Well, I got a DM from a woman today saying, please help me. My husband cheated on me with a friend of mine, and I can't get past it. And I see him every 2 weeks with the kids, but I can't move on. And she sounded bitter. Yeah. She was like, I don't watch your show anymore, and I don't even follow you on Instagram, but can you help? She's a young girl, and she's a bitter woman. It started out like saying, I don't like this and I don't like that, and I'm broken. You're broken when you live like that, okay? Not when you can't get past it. So don't let them break you. And I said to her, I didn't address listen, why should I answer you after you just shit on my show and my fucking Instagram? I could, again, I see through it. So that's really hard to do. But my dad told me the best piece of advice. Your husband's dead. Go light a candle for him at church and move on. And I did. So I said to this woman, just act like the 2 people that you're pining over are dead and move on with your life. That's number one. And then the other thing is, it's such an anchor. Resentment is such an anchor. And I've gotten past so much stuff in my life. And that's why I like to talk to girls and younger people to say, you can have so much misspent time, and you can have so much wondering about why somebody doesn't like you, why the other girls went out without you. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. A lot of things are not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I love your whole attitude.
No, and it does. I feel like you have passed this down to, your children too, because when we see your kids on the show, they're some of the most, I would consider normal children that are on any of the Housewives franchises. I see your kids and I'm like, I would love to hang out with them because they seem like they're good, normal, fun people.
They're good, normal, fun. They're almost too normal for me and Frank. I don't even know how that happened because me and Frank, it wasn't a normal life for these kids.
Right.
He was on boats, and he doesn't lie, boats and hoes, or boats, whatever else he was doing. I was just not the easiest mom. I'm a little ghetto. I beat their ass here and then. I wasn't the easiest mom. Put your fucking pajamas on. And then they turn out like normal. So I don't know how that happened, but they are very level-headed. Almost, I think, too much, hard on them I was at times. If I could take anything back, I would have been a little softer on them. But
in the back.
But they are they're very sensible. They're super sensible. And they sit and they talk sense to me, even when it comes to the show. And if I have to, something's going on, and I will go to them for advice. And they're really good. And they're very good at pinning out who people are.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like a lot of people on the show, going back to the other point, are stuck in their ways so hard that you just want to shake them? I feel like Joe Gorga is kind of one of those guys that, it's that Italian upbringing. He's older. He's never going to shake his views, the way he looks at things. Does it drive you guys crazy sometimes?
It does. I understand it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If you can stay in that world, I was forced out of that world. Did I want to get married and stay with that person and watch my kids grow up and grow old together with someone. Yeah. But life doesn't always give you that. So you can't be narrow-minded with other people who are living differently than you, which, when you go through something yourself, it makes you wise to a lot of other things. It makes you open up to other things. And I've always been the person, I like to sit back and analyze what's going on around me. And they don't pay a lot of attention maybe to that. And if you don't do that, you'll never learn. You won't learn from outside of you. So I always look at life like it's a play, and it's just different actors. And I usually, because I look at it like that, I can tell how it's going to end. I've seen this play before. This is how it ends. And I'm always usually right.
Yeah, you're just sitting back and observing everybody.
Yeah, you learn a lot from other people, and don't judge them, just accept it. This is how come I'm not mad at them for asking me the same question 500,000 times and for not understanding it and still don't understand it.
Right.
Not mad at them because I don't think they are busting my balls about it because they don't love me. They want what they have. They love their life. They love even though Joe and Melissa are kind of working things out a little bit, they love their life. They want me to have it too. So how can I be mad at them for that?